Good evening. Today is Thursday, February 21st, 2013, and you're watching the Jessa Channel on YouTube. I'm Jessa, and today we are back in Acanthop Isle. Ah, my beloved love. My beloved love. I think that's a repetition. But I really love Acanthop. So we're here outside of Lex Hennessy and Sienna. Oh, I haven't played the game in a while. Forgot Sienna's last name. Dreadful, Jessa. This is what happens when you're old. This is what you have to look forward to, kids. A terrible memory. And you think my memory's bad. My husband's memory is much worse than mine. Okay, so Sienna is standing here. Sienna Montavaria. And Lex Hennessy. And Sienna is getting ready to have her baby. And I think it's well on nigh time that we get that baby making a going. And popping. And crackling. And now all that. Okay, so, I am a bit slap happy today. We went out for dinner, and I don't drink very much. Not very often. Occasionally I do, but never to excess, like a couple sips of beer or wine or something. Because I've always maintained that I don't need it, because I'm pretty much naturally drunk. I've been drunk since I was born. My life is one long binge. Okay, so let's have what I want to do before Sienna has her baby. I don't know, I don't keep a time. There is a timer. I do have a mod, or mini mods, several mods actually, that can tell me when the baby is due, how many hours left. The one I'm thinking of off the top of my head is Inseminator. But I don't want to do that because it's a surprise, Plus, we know, being long-term simmers, don't we, that the baby's going to happen at one of two times. One, in the middle of the night, or two, when the sim is in the bathroom, because that's what sims do, right? So anyway, what do you need a timer for that? Anyway, let's send an invitation e-card and see if Sienna can't have some women over to party with her. Now, if I had been feeling energetic and like running around to a bunch of different lots and loading up a bunch of different lots, I could go to the women's lots that I'm going to invite to the party and put a gift for Sienna in their inventory. Sadly, I don't feel like doing that. I have no desire to go. So I'm going to do it a different way. In that, and this is one of the reasons why I like this wallet controller so much here that I've talked about before, that allows Sims to, deposit, that kind of stuff. We could just have the Sims just give her a cash, just deposit some money into her account here. She can deposit money into her own account, or she can send money to other people, and that will go into their account. So other people can come over here, and just while they're here, they can send money. The difficult thing with that, and you'd have to just sort of overlook this, is that because we're playing on this lot, the money would come out of Sienna's funds, so it'd be kind of like she's gifting money to herself. So the more I think about this, the more I think that's incredibly stupid. Okay, just forget everything I've said since the episode started. This is what happens when you go out and have a good time on the town, when you never get out of the house. You go a bit crazy. Anyway, okay, so let's send over an invitation e-card. And so that's oh, I already did it. So that's one of the disadvantages of the loading screens in The Sims 2 if you're playing an open world. And I will admit that the Sims 3 players have a much better she's thinking about what all my Sims are thinking about. That's all they ever think about. Because I have one Randy Hood. I'm going to have her invite Sienna, of course. As that's one of the people she's connected with the most. I'm also going to have her invite Hazel, someone who I feel like they'd get along with. And Lucy, because Lucy is Hazel's roommate. And that's, this is Eileen Withers. I'm going to sort by relationship and see. Oh, okay. So, by the way, if you don't know about this, this is really a neat little tool. In the email address book, and also in the phone book, when calling a sim, you can sort them alphabetically, which is the default, or you can sort them by relationship or by attraction, sort by chemistry. So this is good, for example, if you want to find out who the sim is most attracted to. If you're looking to call up a sim and form a relationship with them, you just save your time right there and sort that. So it looks like Sienna is actually mostly attracted to Cecil Barrington. I suppose Lex is not on this list because he lives here. But this is handy, this sort by relationship, to allow me to see, for example, who she's connected with. Now, once again, the beauty of an integrated hood is that she has formed this relationship with Eileen Withers while she was not under my control. So this must have happened when we were playing the cemetery, perhaps, would be my guess. So, and I will never, I don't know where they met. And I like that, because it keeps things interesting. The sim has a little life going on in the background without me. And even when I'm not playing the game, I imagine that the sims are doing things without me. Not things that are major, for example, because of course if you're a true diehard simmer, you're a control freak. But I imagine that they're forming relationships and having little dramas and whatnot that are happening in the world. So anyway, Eileen is invited to the party, and Eileen, by the way, or I should say Eileen, is the what do you call that? Headmistress, the matron is the word I'm looking for, of the orphanage. And that's who she is. So she's going to send out those email invitations, and this is part of the mod that Monique's computer, this email invitation e-card. And the neat thing about it is that the Sims will always say yes if you invite them. They will all come. And they'll put up these neat little things here, like this one that says, "It's always a pleasure to see you," or "I'm sure you put a lot of efforts into doing this e-card and I'm not going to waste that time. I'll be over soon." So yeah, that's fun. That's a neat thing. And they go away, but I'm just going to click them because I'm all anal like that. Okay, and Lex, we have to figure out what to do with Lex, because this is a women's only party. This is a hen party. I used to have I still do actually, have a mod which allows the sim to it's called Take a Drive, or Take a Spin. It's by Squinge, spelled SQUING, at inseminator. I don't know what it is now. I think it's .org. It's been that way for a couple years. I should know that by now. And I kind of want to get him off the lot. Is he supposed to be at work? Oh, 8 a.m. Oh, that's convenient. Huh, okay. I'll just send him to work. And the way I knew he was supposed to be at work is because of this walk to work, which isn't here, and except the 2 hours before work, I believe. 2 hours or possibly 1 hour. But anyway, walk to work. So that solves that problem. Get the man out of the house for a couple of hours. He'll be gone until 2 o'clock. And now we have to get some food on the Barbie. And, what do we have here? I cannot wait. We have to make the bakery pretty soon, because it's the way that the Sims, I love having a bakery in town, because the Sims, I want to be here in Sienna's inventory is what I'm going for, shop there autonomously. Oh, she got a parcel. Hey, this is a neat thing. Lex Hennessy, while he was working to test out the parcel thing, I had him send a parcel to Sienna just to see if he could send a parcel to someone who lived on the same lot as he did. And he could. So this will be his gift to her. I don't even remember what he sent her. And we'll open that up. I'll keep it in her inventory because I don't want the Sims to go over and mash all over it. This is such a barren looking kitchen. And it's so very bright. This, I'm gonna move that, like, there. Perhaps make it slightly less glaringly bright on the counters. And I have one over here too. I have no need to have like 2 of these. What I'm looking at are these tiny little dots here, which are ceiling lights, which I've told you about numerous times. Ceiling mini lights. And I'm gonna do my old trusty snap objects to grid off. and move this kind of to the middle of the floor. And then lastly, because it's so glaringly bright during the day, I'm going to put this light on. I'm going to turn off this light, and then I'm going to set it to... Oh, that's so dark. Well, you can't win for trying. I'll put this back on auto lights. And then turn it on again. Okay, so my only thing to do about that, because that glaring little light there is good. The mini lights are fantastic. They are they are very bright, and I can't complain. I normally like that. So, where were we doing? Oh yeah, we were putting food on the Barbie. So, I was saying with the bakery that I guess Sienna's just gonna have to cook real fast. Whip up something fast. Oh, look at this. Serve pet food. Doggy treats, kitty treats. I'm surprised to see that just because I very recently, Cajun cuisine. Cornbread. I love cornbread. Serve breakfast. What time is it? 8 a.m.? Yeah, okay. So we will serve waffles with... I know, I put so much thought into the food. I'm like, what'll it be? It has to be something that the girls will really like. It's a waffle party. It's a waffle, baby shower. And she's ready to pop anytime now. You know, I wonder if she has the baby during the party, if that makes it a roof raiser automatically. Does anyone know? I know that if certain events happen during a date, for example, you'll get a roof raiser. Like if your date dies, it really kind of tanks that whole date score. Drops that bad boy right into the floor. Right along with the sim. Okay, so, yeah. We're waiting for the guests to show up. There they are. I think I have on here as options. Yeah, I have auto-greet enabled. But that's fine in this case. It's handy for parties. It means that she doesn't have to go greet them and they can just enjoy themselves. And so, also, time to put on some music. This is my... no, I don't want to do that. I want to apologize now that I'm thinking about it, because I have gotten a request to turn the music down on my live stream. I mean, my live streams, my Let's Plays. And I acknowledge that the music, I am still, it is actually taking me a lot of energy, I guess, and determination to learn how to, the intricacies of Let's Playing, including audio balancing, levels balancing, learning different tools in Audacity like auto ducking and things like that. And it's tough. So I'm hovering over this because this is one of my favorite sets. I'm just trying to pick a color. That's good. This stereo is by Tolly, one of my favorite creators, at simgadons.de. The address is right here. It's right in the description, so pause the video and go to full screen in order to see it. Go to 720p, as all of my videos are in HD, to allow you to be able to see text on the screen if you go to 720p. So we're going to turn that music on, and is there anything up here? Now remember, for those of you guys who didn't see this episode, these flowers are flowers that Lex autonomously bought to put in the nursery. So I'll just show you the nursery, which is very cute. Simple, gets the job done. Little baby sink here. I'm not going for a lot of fancy decorating yet. I will be live simming this Saturday. Unfortunately, by the time this goes up, this is going to go up on Sunday or Monday. So, the ladies are all enjoying each other's company and getting to know each other. And talking about how they got a guarding badge. Hurry up, Sienna, your guests are outside. I love how they talk so excitedly about things. Hey! Baby talk. That's what we're here for. Lay talk of lay baby. Lay babe. I love doing when I pan up to something, as I just did, and some hood deco in the background shows up, like the lighthouse there. And I'm glad that we're cooking for Sienna because, being pregnant, she's hungry. I don't bother with, well, it depends on the sim and their personality, but I don't, a lot of my sims, females, very much like to get fat during their pregnancies by eating more than they need to eat. Then they have to work it off and the baby's here. But I don't know, I think it's just because I really like a good, big old pregnant woman. Happy, eat as much as you want, stick it on the backside, pregnant woman. Okay, picture taking time. I'll be right back. So the pictures are such an important part of my gameplay because as we advance into the integrated hood concept that I am so hot about, is how the pictures that we take now will be is as much a part of the Sim story. And I don't have to really say this to you other simmers because you know, but for those of you who are not seasoned simmers, one of the things I like to see most in another Sim's family is, another Simmer's pictures is their family. Yes. Let's call to meal, guests, and sit down and eat. Come on in, ladies. Don't be shy. What? Nobody's hungry. Everybody's sitting down. Without actually, I'm not going to complain, but there's food on the table if you want it. Oh, hey, there's Sienna. Oh, yeah, she was out on the bench. I got confused there for a minute. I'm going to put another chair. I don't know if this can... I should know this after all these years of simming. But, I don't know if you can put a chair on the end of one of these tables. I think so. I don't often have a family that big to know that. That's my reason why I don't know that off the top of my head. But let's just try it and see. If not, then I'll put down... Well, we'll find out. One of the best ways to find out is to go back here, turn it on, and yeah. If the chair moves in like that, then it means it's usable, so... Let's put another one at the other end, because heck, why have it lopsided? I guess now that I think about it, it's kind of silly to think that, Sienna, why are you being difficult? Go eat something. I'm gonna do that again. It's unnecessary, but what the heck. Let's see if I can get him to eat. So, for some reason, I feel like the person who would really, really bring a gift is Hazel. I would really like to figure out how I can have Sims put gifts in their inventory. Now, of course, once the hood is up and going, this becomes less of a question. I love it, Sienna's talking about the new jailhouse. Go back and take a look, pause the video and take a look at what the 3 things Sienna just said. In my imagination, one of the things that I learned to do as fairly early on as a simmer is to not use the thought bubbles quite so literally, because it gives you a lot more storytelling. And I used to write my own. Write my stories down and keep them in a Word document for many years. And so I learned to interpret that. So I saw a jail, and then I saw a world globe, and then I saw an artist's easel, an artist's color palette, a paint palette. And what I interpret that she just said is that everyone in the whole world is talking about the prison. Especially, I hear tell that there's a wall of shame where they put a painting up. And that kind of, I know the paint palette might be stretching it just a touch, but she's talking about art or artist type stuff. So that opens it up. And I see other Sims storytellers over the years who would try and use the bubbles very, very literally. And sometimes that's hard. I mean, you're just like, what the heck is a Sim talking about? But if you open it up for an art palette to mean any type of art, or it could just mean talking about colors, or it could mean talking about painting the house. It can mean various different things. Then you can get more story out of what you think the Sims are talking about. And she's talking about, she's like, oh, I heard about the one about a prisoner in there who's, you know, blah, blah, blah. Because we recently took a wall of shame picture for the pirate. So, yay! It's a fun party. So this is not, I'm not actually running the party scenario. I suppose I could have, but, you know, what the heck. What I would like to do is have the women give her some gifts, and then we'll end the party. Well, I mean, we'll send them home and when they want to go home. So I think that the only real way to do this, and I interrupted myself earlier. I apologize for that. I'm really trying to work hard, and that's one of the weak spots of my Let's Playing commentary. But anyway, I was going to say that when the hood is integrated and it's more mature, there'll be a toy shop in town, for example, and there'll be other shops as well too, a furniture shop, a toy shop. And so a lot of times I don't have to worry about how I'm going to get the one Sim to have a present. Sienna, for example, I could look at her inventory right now. I could make her selectable, look in her inventory, and she would probably have already something, a toy that she bought autonomously when we were playing the toy store, or a nice piece of furniture that she bought autonomously when we were playing in the furniture store. So Sims already have gifts set up for themselves, and you don't have to worry about that. Since this is a new hood, I'm just gonna flip and forget the fact that this budget money is coming out of Sienna's own budget, so she's essentially buying herself her own presents, and make Sienna selectable and give her Sienna and Hazel, to me, in my mind, want to give gifts, because Sienna is her first friend she made on the island, if you remember, in one of the earlier episodes. Very early episodes, first episodes of this Let's Play. I'm surprised we're coming up on 40 episodes already, and I'm going to keep churning them out because I love Acanthop. So Sienna's selected here. Let's go into buy mode and have her buy something. And just think about the fact that even though she's using her friend's money to buy this, it's the thought that counts, right? 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 Yeah, right. Okay. Anyway, we have here... Oh, these are darling. This is deco only. It's from Buggy Boos. I feel like I say the word Buggy Boos like at least once in every single episode, because I freaking love Buggy Boos. These toys are very cute, but there's a specific thing I'm wondering. Oh no, maybe I didn't. I haven't downloaded it yet. It's in my to be downloaded folder. There's a new unicorn out, Eunice the Unicorn, which is a creation from, oh dear, I should remember these things. A simmer, Treason and Plot, got it. Whew, my poor brain. Who writes a very long, running Tumblr blog. Anyway, Eunice is one of her favorite characters, but I like to give the Sim something usable. So let's have her give him this little frog. This frog is from a toy set at the Sims resource by SimAddict99, and I think it's called like the Nursery Toy Superset. It's a superset. It's on his site, and just look under sets under SimAddict99 and you'll see it. It's easy to find. We have a dark green frog, a light green frog, and a little brown froggy. I want this dark green frog. Okay, so we're gonna buy that and grab that, put it in Sienna's inventory. By the way, I want to thank WP Greeley. WP is a very supportive viewer and leaves a comment on pretty much every video I post, and I'm very, very happy with his comments. I always get very happy when I see his comments. Hello, WP. And he mentioned that my Let's Playing had improved a great deal, so now we're going to go over to Hazel. My Let's Play videos have, I've gotten better at them, is what he's saying. I've improved. And I just wanted to say on camera how much I appreciate that compliment, because I study and work hard at becoming an excellent commentator, and it's good to know that I'm getting, you know, some success in that realm. We have a very small house here, but it looks like the baby doesn't yet have a high chair. Let's have Hazel, who's very generous and loves babies. Hazel, by the way, is the owner of Hazel's Hellhole, which is the dive bar in town. I will admit that I am reconsidering having named it Hazel's Hellhole, because that sounds vaguely naughty. Based upon the type of furniture they have here, yeah, that kind of matches the chairs. That high chair is by Nursery High Chair by SimsKitchen.com. I can tell you that site is no longer available. They moved. Kansas City Rose is a creator who ended up moving to TSR. And I'm so sorry, I don't know what their name is over at TSR. They did the Pottery Barn set, so if you search for Pottery Barn, you'll find their stuff. That is a very interesting little, what is that, a Cupid? Yeah, Cupid. I thought those might have been snakes it was holding or something of that nature. Anyway, but I'll keep that chair for now because it works. So, what I'm going to do is have Hazel. I'm going to put this high chair in her inventory. And the reason I'm going through all this trouble, and look at the gifts Hazel has. Remember these gifts that Fitzgerald Tanner sent her? And we got to check those out. So she still has those in her inventory from our working post office. I love the way the post office came out. Very pleased with that. So we have the women are enjoying themselves now. Sienna is taking care of her needs. Her energy is getting pretty low, so the party's going to end soon with women giving her well wishes and whatnot. But let's have her give those gifts. And you know, for frick's sake, I've really got it. This is going to be called Let's Play The Sims 2, or Sienna's underwear sticks out through her dress for the entire freaking first 40 episodes. I've been meaning to change that. The reason why I haven't changed it is because every time I try to, I get an error because she lives alone. Anyway. So I keep meaning to go to her house and change her clothes and just haven't gone around to it because I'm a busy woman with important things to do. This episode is presented in parts. To see the next part, click on the next annotation in the top right corner of the video. If the next part has not been uploaded yet, it will be tomorrow. So if you want to see it, subscribe.